Hi, welcome to Quietly Thinking Out Loud. Hope you are well. This morning, I noticed the sun and the cloud seem to be negotiating their jobs. The rainy season has arrived, so they are working on their schedules. I can imagine the sun say, I've been doing most of the work for months. I think it's time to reduce my hours. And I can imagine the clouds say, we are ready to take on more responsibility. And the rain may say, I'll join as a seasonal contractor. Watching the sky, I was reminded that even in nature, roles change, workloads shift, and teams adapt. And somehow, despite a few dramatic meetings, the organization continues to function just fine. Every morning, I wake up to a bird orchestra. Different birds, different voices, different personalities. And yet, when they sing together, it feels almost like an opera. Each one has its own part to play. And somehow, together, they create something larger than themselves. And this morning, as I sat with my coffee on my porch, pigeons are standing in a circle. And then my inner child asked, are they having a meeting? Probably. But, around here we have other animals, squirrels, snails, and many more. I think we are living in quite a good place, good ecosystem. Over the years, I've spent much of my career looking at organizations, who does what, how people work together, why some teams function beautifully, while others flap their wings in every direction. And this morning, the birds reminded me of many organizations I've known. The pigeons seems like operations. They are dependable, consistent, always there. Not particularly flashy, but if they disappeared, everything would become noticeably less stable. Then around here we have mynas. Feel like managers. They arrive with confidence. They announce themselves clearly, and they seem very aware of what everyone else is doing, and sometimes supervise when nobody asks for supervision. And then crows. The crows strike me as a security. They are watchful, serious, and they seem to know exactly what is happening in the neighborhood. Years ago, when I was in Japan, I noticed the crows up there. Their voice were incredibly strong, very pronounced, very loud, and quite authoritative too. And I could hear them and immediately feel that they were in charge of something. And this is my favorite one, the Tailorbirds. They remind me of trainees, active, busy, moving quickly from branch to branch, very committed, even though not always in a straight line. And we also have the oriental magpie-robins. They are among my favorites too. They often arrived in pairs. When they visit my porch, they sing beautifully, and they carry themselves with a quiet elegance. And we think they are performers. Or maybe I should assign them to the creative department, hopping around, showing themselves, engaging people as well. Yeah, or communication team. And as I sat there watching them, I realized something. Every bird has a role. Not all roles are equally visible. Not all roles are equally loud. But each one contributes in its own way, and perhaps organizations are much the same. People have different roles to play. When they work together well, they become productive and move toward a shared goal. The reliable ones, the watchful ones, the confident ones, the creative ones, and even the energetic trainees who are still figuring things out. All of them matter. My inner child interrupted again. What about us? What is this HR? What bird are we? Perhaps we are the moon. Not the birds, but that is a topic for another episode. In my work, I have often seen people underestimate the quieter roles. But when those people are gone, we quickly understand how important they were. Operations may not always receive applause, but they keep the organization alive. The same is true in life. Some people are not dramatic. They simply show up consistently, quietly, reliably. And often they are the reason things continue to function. And I think at different times in our lives, we may be the trainee, the manager, the protector, the performer, or the dependable one who keeps things moving. All of these roles matter. So the next time you hear birds outside your window, perhaps pause for a moment. You may be listening to a very well-organized company beginning its day. Thank you for sitting here with me today. And wherever you are, be safe and take care.